Make sure you like, share, subscribe, man. Hit that notification bell, man. And we're going to keep bringing it to y'all, man. So with that being said, we're going to get out of here. It's your boy Giovanni McFly.
Your boy Showtime.
And this is another episode of The Fly Show, baby. He don't know what he's saying, so I'm saying it for him. We gone.
We gotta do that last part. No, we gotta redo that last part.
We leaving that shit in there, y'all.
We'll put it in the bloopers.
No, alright, look.
You change it up. Don't put that one on me.
Because you
change
don't
it
ever
up.
say it at the end. For real.
That just shows the growth in certain people. You know, we all go through messed up things. You know, me and you might get into a fight, but tomorrow we're gonna be cool.
We're gonna walk through this
we're
shit.
not. If I see you win an award, I'm not gonna be like,
man, fuck that shit. Fuck that motherfucker.
So it showed growth on both sides. I feel like.
Nah, that was love, man. It was good to see that too from Rihanna. Hey man, say man, what's up? It's your boy Giovanni McFly.
Boy Showtime.
And this is the Fly Show. Hey, we back once again, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing it for the people, for the culture, man. So let's get straight into it, bro. Like we had the BET Hip Hop Awards.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Pre-recorded event.
Yeah.
Which is
they usually live, ain't it?
You should be live. I feel like for an award show, any award show, we really should do live, but. At the same time, I guess when people get on stage, get to smacking folks and shit, you gotta change some shit up sometimes.
Yeah,
so
you know.
That way you can edit it out if you need to. So
I mean, what's up with the budget?
Ain't one. Ain't one.
They might as well came out to the Fly Show.
Man, that boy looked like somebody's birthday party, man. They was at the club.
At the club.
Literally at the club, man. Like when I seen that shit, I was like,
an award show.
They had sections. You know what I'm saying? Like VIP sections and that shit. Like, wasn't no celebrities there.
That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah, I ain't seen nobody.
Usually it's a star-studded event.
And this was in Vegas. Like, how nobody
got so many venues.
How nobody show up to some shit in Vegas?
LA's right there.
Man, it's Vegas. Like, it's people from everywhere there.
They there. They probably there at the Luxor kicking it.
They was somewhere else.
Awards.
They was at a different club. That's crazy. Like, and then, so what you think about the performances though? Like, did you check out any of the performances from the night?
I got to see, it just, from what I did see, I didn't get to watch the whole thing. There wasn't a whole lot of room, man. Like,
wasn't no space. Everybody came down the same walkway and performed on the same stage. Like, normally you got people over here and over there.
They getting this set ready while this.
Yeah, no sir. Like everybody was on the same stage and they look like everybody used the same girls dancing. Like I seen one person, it was like a Twitter reaction, man. Folks was like, man, this is like a strip club. Like it ain't nothing else going on in there. Every song, it was like just girls out on the stage dancing and shit. But my thing was like, I watched the 2 Chainz joint, Fat Joe, who else did I see out there performing, man? Like they did Juicy J shit.
Wasn't Chris Brown and Omarion?
Yeah, E40. But it was like, there was no new music being performed. Like it seemed like everything I seen was like old songs.
They couldn't afford them.
But it was like, oh shit, even the cats who had newer music, like Chainz got the Pressure joint with Wayne.
Yeah.
Like, they ain't even perform that. He performing shit from...
Did Wayne even come?
I don't think Wayne was even in the bottle when this shit happened. I think he was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he was there.
Bro, I'm not even gonna front. And I know we new journalists, so we need to be up on stuff. I didn't even know about it until after the fact.
I found out the day before. Like, the day before I was watching something totally different. It wasn't even on BET. And it popped up like, BET Hip Hop Awards on this day. And I'm like... And another thing, bro, that I find weird about that is like, why is it the BET Hip Hop Awards? Why is it just not the BET Music Awards? Like, why is it solely Hip Hop Awards? Like, cause you don't even, when you say hip hop, you don't even include R&B.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it should just
that's
be,
weird to me.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's the BET Awards, then you could, but you can incorporate. Now I can say, okay, I got hip hop, I got R&B, I got pop, I got movies. I can put anything. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just the BET award. So I can have like best female actor, best male actor, like all of that. When you just put yourself in this one lane and say, okay, this is only the BET Hip Hop Awards, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even thought about it like that, but you're 100% correct.
Yeah, I didn't feel that at all.
Yeah.
And then they gave the honorary Hip Hop Achievement Award. What's wrong, bro?
Listen, man, hold on. Now, this ain't no shade to Travis Scott. I like Travis Scott. Listen, you know, I like him.
Mm-hmm.
But this award is a I Am Hip Hop Award.
Like, I'm that guy.
I am hip hop. I embody what I do is what is the standard. And now he's got good music, good videos. He's a hell of an artist.
Yo.
But I am hip hop.
When you see me, the only thing you can think of is hip hop. Is what that award mean to me.
And see, this is why, like right now, I'm gonna be keeping up with this stuff because we do what we do.
Yeah.
But I used to watch I don't care if it was American Music Awards, BET Awards, Grammys, everything. I'm watching all of it.
Right.
But anybody that knows anything about the industry knows it's rigged. They can be bought. If somebody's got influence and they might make a deal, I'll give you this BET award if you
do this.
Yeah. And so it's like it's not. I usually watch it for the performances and out of curiosity to see who's gonna win.
And see, like looking for the surprise, whether it be this person was up for an award and they didn't win it because this person did, but it was a close battle. Like no disrespect to either person, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like you on the edge of your seat, like who gonna win best hip hop artist, best male artist, like best album. Like you looking at it like from that standpoint, and then somebody gonna do something that you're not expecting from a performance standpoint.
Yep.
And it was none of that. Like Chris and Omarion was cool, but again, it was more like some older music.
Yeah.
And then like, bro, Joe Crack, I fuck with Crack. Like salute to everything that man ever did. That man is not a host. Like for him to be hosting the show. And then Joe was in the crowd, bro. Chainz on stage performing. Joe got a live mic, like saying shit while he performing, like ad-libbing his shit while he. Bro, you not on stage right now, cuz like, yeah, that was wild, man. We're not trying to beat up the BET Hip Hop Awards, man, but we gotta do better going forward. Like we can't have this shit. If y'all gonna have this shit at the club, call us. We will host that motherfucker. You can have it at his house, my house, whatever y'all wanna do. Like I'll set up some chairs, I'm gonna grill and everything. I'm gonna feed y'all and everything. Like, give me that money if that's what y'all gonna do. Like this shit crazy. So as far as the winners, you know what I'm saying? We talking about the losers for the most part. But as far as the winners from the BET Awards, man, which it wasn't many of those either, because my man came through and ran through everything. But you know, so what do you think about the awards and how they turned out?
So I'm gonna break down the winners, the categories, and then we're just gonna discuss, you know, what we think about it. So the best breakthrough, Sexy Red.
Yep.
What's your breakthrough?
I mean, it's just breakthrough is just like new artists.
Rookie of the year.
Like new artists. So I look at it like Sexy Red, Glow, Big Boogie. You know what I'm saying? D-Lo. I mean, all of them cats. You kind of gotta. I mean, salute to everybody who coming into the game. You know what I'm saying? That's doing their thing, making a way for themselves and the people around them. So I don't. When it come to breakthrough joints, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have any issue with anybody who win that award.
Sexy Red brought that home. The best duo or group, Future and Metro.
Yep. Shout out to Future and Metro. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Metro.
I think it was for like that.
Yeah, they did a collaboration this year. So shout out to Future. I mean, it's not like they're an actual group, but this year they did an album. So shout out to Future and Metro Boom.
Best hip hop video, Not Like Us. Hey.
Yeah, they not like us. You already know, man. K-Dot.
So, you know, with Kendrick, okay, something I want to talk about.
Yep.
I ain't lying, it kind of is getting on my nerves. So I was, doing my research for the BET Awards and just listening to everybody on TikTok, and it's like they ain't really going in on Kendrick, but just what they're saying, I just don't like it. Basically, what they're saying is he only got awards because he talked about Drake and blah blah blah. First of all, and I'm not Kendrick, but I'm gonna tell you what I think. When he was writing this song, he had a goal, and it has nothing to do with no awards, nothing to do with no accolades or record sales. He got a point to get across to this man, period.
Yep.
And it's just like they're basing his win off of Drake. And my thing is, if anybody has listened to Kendrick's music over the years, I feel like it's a shame that there had to be a public beheading for him to. And he's been recognized, but like this though.
Yeah.
And then for him to be recognized like this, y'all gonna, you know what I'm saying, belittle what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a few things though. Like, first things first, I'm gonna say, nobody's shooting down or degrading McDonald's for selling a Big Mac. That's what they do. They sell a Big Mac. Yep. And y'all keep going and buying the same fucking Big Macs. Been buying them for 30 years, 40 years, whatever it's been. So it doesn't matter if that's the only reason. That's the only reason y'all go to McDonald's and shit for dollar menus and shit. So it's the same shit. Alright, so shut that shit up. But the other side of that, if you really into the music, and even that song being a diss song, if you start breaking down the lyrics and the effort that goes into that, man, I've been putting pen to pad since I was 6, 7 years old, writing what I didn't know then was music, but that's what I was doing. And even for me, and I feel like I'm a decent lyricist and artist when it comes to music, some of the stuff that he breaks down, when you go back and put it all back together, like the A minor bar, like you gotta think. Bruh. One, when you talking about the whole track, you talking about pedophiles. So A minor, right?
Struck a chord.
But then you look at the keys on the piano, A minor, white keys. That's a direct shot at Drake and him being half white. Like, it's a lot of different things that went into those bars that people don't really break down and understand and listen to. You see what I'm saying? So I don't look at it from that standpoint. Like, and then I'm winning awards for a diss track. Y'all favorite artists done wrote some diss songs before. What the fuck is their awards at? They got any? I'm gonna tell you what they don't have. They don't have 6 BET Hip Hop Awards for one diss track. So not like us, and bro gonna go through the rest of that list.
8 total.
But 8 total awards and 6 of them for one song, for one diss song. So, hey man, what I do know, some of them people are Drake fans. Me personally, I don't really vibe with Drake like that. If he has some tracks out there, I'm not gonna take nothing from Drake. He a extremely great artist. It's been some back and forth whether or not he writing everything or ghost writers or whatever. I'm not gonna get into all that, not today anyway. But from that standpoint, I just look at it and say he wrote some diss tracks too. He had some diss tracks. Where his awards at? You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't even there, was he?
So I'm just looking at it from that standpoint.
I don't think I would have won either.
I would have been right there. You would have had to perform Not Like Us with me sitting there in one of them VIP sections.
I don't think it would have been a problem.
I would have been in the club, in the VIP section, and you would have had to play that shit.
I'm not coming. I'm staying home that day.
I would have started dancing to that mofo. You'd have seen me in there again. Sea walking, not like who? I'm here, boy. Yeah, boy, I'm in the building. You know, come on, man. But shout out to Kid and shout out to Drake, man.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing for the culture, for hip hop altogether, man. So ain't nobody died behind this shit. It's probably been a couple slaps, Rick Ross heard around the world, but other than that, it's good for the culture, man.
So next on the list is Hip Hop Artist of the Year.
Kendrick Lamar. That? Oh, okay. Kendrick, K-Dot, what's up?
Well deserved in my opinion. Lyricist of the Year, Kendrick Lamar.
Hey.
Well deserved. Best live performer, Missy Elliott. Well deserved.
Missy should have got that a long time ago. Missy been doing the thing for a long time. So.
Well, I think, didn't she get a Lifetime Achievement Award at some point?
Yeah, she did. She deserved it.
But as her performances and her videos
are insane.
Crazy.
Always have been. Her and Bus for a long time. Missy Elliott and Busta Rhymes was like neck and neck with the video. I feel like they was in competition for a while. But shout out to Missy.
Travis Scott, like his videos, I feel like they're different like that. I like the creativity and the difference.
We ain't doing no I Am Hip Hop Award though, but yeah. Shout out Travis and the videos.
I Am Hip Hop Award.
Travis Scott. Yeah. Congratulations, Travis.
Congratulations. Album of the Year, Pink Friday 2 by Nicki.
Shout out Nicki. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, and I was kind of surprised because from what I hear, like, you know, BET don't be messing with
They don't fool with Nicki at all. But so they gave her an award. So shout out to Nicki for that.
So she got that one. She pulled
shout
that
out to BET for not being petty this year too.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, because Nicki, you can say what you want to, but she go hard in the paint.
Yeah, so shout out to Nicki, shout out to BET for doing that.
Impact Track winner, K. Dot, Not Like Us.
Damn. Impact Track. Now that's a big one though. And on that note, man, y'all know we always try to pull something out of, you know what I mean, what we talking about on that episode as far as, you know, the culture, the positive impacts we can have, things like that. Man, to see that man come out on that pop out and bring the whole community together, you know what I'm saying? You got gang members from different sets, different parts of Los Angeles.
Seen a lot of unity that would have never happened.
Would have never happened without that situation. You had literally street dudes, gang members walk on stage with athletes, you know what I'm saying? Star athletes, not just any athlete, like stars. You could see LeBron wanted to be up there, but Savannah like, boy, you better not take your ass on that stage. You know what I'm saying? But Bron was in the building, man. Russ on stage, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's big too, because Russ from the area, DeMar DeRozan from the area. So for them to be on stage with those guys, you know what I'm saying, and then bringing all that unity together, that let you know, like, no matter what we're doing, no matter what's going on, we can rise above the situation. And
it's a pop-up. It's not like this was a tour plan for, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, ain't a whole lot of people could pull it off in that way.
It's Kendrick, though. You know what I mean? So, again, shout out to Kendrick, man. Congratulations on that.
Congratulations, my boy. Song of the Year, They Not Like Us. It can't
be that song. Oh, my God. He did it again.
And you just got to think, you know, just imagine though, just being Drake, right? And everywhere you go, every award, every time you turn the TV on, every video game, man.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know me, and like just putting a positive spin on anything negative, it ain't really a bad thing because, yeah, you can be on the other side of that diss track, but every time they mention that diss track, they gotta mention you. So, you know, so you can feel however you want to feel about it, but at the end of the day, you can't play that song without my name being brought up.
Right.
You can't play that song without somebody going and saying, hey, let me see how he responded to this. So even if you never heard anything else from Drake, and that song come on, and you like, damn, you talking about Drake? Let me go see what Drake said. There's still a revenue stream that's attached to that. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick did his thing. I'm siding with Kendrick. I'm a little bit darker than Drake. I kind of just got to keep it with my, you know what I mean, with my people. But not for that reason, man. Like, I fool with Kendrick. I fool with Drake music and, you know what I'm saying, like, salute Drake. I don't know if you remember this, bro, kind of off the topic, but still on subject. DJ, my dude who used to make the beats for me when we was in South Carolina, he got ties to Kendrick. He was the first one that actually told me about Kendrick. They used to work together in Atlanta before Kendrick signed.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's another reason why, you know what I'm saying, like 6 degrees of separation type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like DJ, shout out to DJ, my partner, man, but he used to work with Kendrick down in Atlanta before he got signed. He told me Kendrick was like that, you know what I'm saying? Which, at the time, you know what I'm saying, I thought I was like that. So when he said that, I'm like, hold on, buddy. Like, I feel like I'm that guy too, though. You ain't tell Kendrick about me. You feel me? But real shit, though. Like, shout out to DJ, shout out to Kendrick, man. That's a real good move. For you to do these types of things and have this notoriety again off of a diss track, I don't think people understand how hard that is. And you can't win that battle. Like, if we going back writing diss tracks and my diss track is a hit, like a worldwide hit. They gonna play this everywhere. This is at every basketball game, football game. Like, this is what's coming on. When I'm coming out the tunnel, guess what I'm playing? When I look at your team on the other side, they not like us. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to go to a fight. I'm walking to the ring. Guess what I'm playing? They not like us.
Right.
Like,
it just fits so many scenarios.
yeah. So to have that type of success off of a song like that, man, that's real.
I agree. All right, we already did song of the year, right?
Yup, that was They Not Like Us.
Imagine that. Best collab, Metro, Future, and K Dot for Like That.
There you go again.
Best Future, Kendrick, Like That.
Sheesh.
Hustler of the Year, 50 Cent, well deserved. Everything he doing with Power, the BMF. You know he about to make 8 Mile, right? Like a series.
Shout out to 50, man. Shout out to Curtis.
So I feel like that'll be interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be something. All the series that he do, like, they doing numbers. So for real, shout out to him. On that note too, man, I want to say on a different level, shout out to 50, man, because another artist, you know what I'm saying, kind of a newer artist in the game, man. He's been in the game for several years now, but still new when you look at the hip hop industry. The Baby, man, like dude got blackballed in the industry for real. Like he couldn't do a whole lot of stuff after the Rolling Loud situation. So shout out to 50 for holding that man down through that situation, because they apparently had just met each other right before the Rolling Loud situation took place. And when a lot of people wasn't fooling with the Baby, he did. And I think at some point it's gonna be a lot of work behind the scenes that you're gonna see that you heard it here first. Breaking news. As far as the TV stuff goes, I think you're gonna see the Baby start doing a lot of acting in roles under, you know what I'm saying, 50's guidance and leadership. So
I think he should.
Yeah, shout out to him. But he told the Baby, because when all that was going on and people like, man, just go do the series, go jump on Power, go do this and do that, because they understood the relationship that they had built. 50 was like, bro, you're not done with music yet. We got plenty of time for that type of shit. Let's focus on the music. So big up.
Let that blow over.
Yeah, big up to 50 for that, man. Yeah. And he and the Baby just dropped not too long ago, so he back in the music game doing his thing. And he told him straight out the jump, first couple bars off the album, like, he don't really care if you like him or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. So welcome back in the game to the Baby, man. And shout out to 50. Yeah, he dude dope as an artist.
Yeah,
and
official.
Even the videos, you know what I'm saying? So shout out
official.
to him.
He just speak his mind, so I don't think a man should be condemned for speaking his mind.
You know how I go though. We in the cancel culture, so if you ain't saying what people think you should be saying, it's a problem. But shout out to him for being who he is and accepting what came with it, and bouncing back from it, persevering through it. No, that's another lesson that no matter what you go through, we talked about it before, it ain't what you go through, it's what you get through. So shout out to the Baby for walking through that situation.
Yep. So next on the list is Best International Flow, Gets from the UK. Are you familiar with his work? I think I've heard some of his songs, but I'm not, before I put my foot in my mouth, I don't know if it's his. So we're going to get back to Gets, and I'm going to check him out, because I mean, he won a BET award. He might be something.
He gets him an award. I give you that much.
It's spelled like ghetto.
Yep.
With like Gets. Maybe that's like a British slang for ghetto.
Or maybe that's his name. It might be his name. Might be his last name or something. Who knows, bro? I don't know.
We'll find out.
Listen, I don't know this artist. I don't know nothing about this artist. But
we're gonna learn. We're gonna find out.
Support you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you for everything you got going on, and you know what I'm saying?
You know, I done heard some stuff out the UK that I was surprised. They starting to really come up.
No doubt. There's a lot of UK artists. It's nice. You know what I'm saying? So for that man to win an award for Best International Artist.
Yeah.
About Best International Flow.
International Flow. That's the world.
That's the whole world, Craig.
Yeah, the whole world.
Yeah, man. The top flow of the world, Craig.
This is one I like though. Video Director of the Year, K Dot and Dave Free.
They not like us.
So it's not just music. Like,
he behind the camera too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard. And that's what I was gonna say as far as the Baby too. Is like, dude direct a lot of videos for himself and others. Like, he did some Moneybag Yo stuff and other things. So Maybe next year that's the baby winning that award, man. But shout out to Kendrick, bro. That man won 8 BET Hip Hop Awards, 6 of those for Not Like Us. So that's wild, bro. For real.
So yeah, man, I didn't really get a chance to look at a whole lot of the performances. I did see the Chris Brown and Mariana, and I tell you, as time goes on, man, I like what Chris Brown be doing, how he carries and stuff. Like he brought a Mariana on, and I just from what I've seen, I'm not gonna go super deep, but just things that I've seen, little clips and stuff that I've seen of Chris Brown. Like I feel like he's humble. He's never trying to compete. Not that anybody can really compete with him, but he's never, oh no, I'm better than you. He brings people out. When people try to compare him to Michael Jackson, he pays his homage. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, I could never be, but he could easily say that, a lot of these young cats would have rolled with that.
Man, ain't nobody better up us in a lifetime say they.
So I feel like it was a smart move by him. And hey, even Rihanna was bobbing her head in the crowd. So I thought that was pretty cool.
You kind of got to though. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's pretty. Cool.
It be cats that you don't even want to like, or songs you don't want to like, and then you catch yourself singing them, or you know what I'm saying, just vibing to them. So man, that's really some hater shit. Like if you in that little ass club they was in, and that music playing, and you ain't vibing to Chris and them doing what he do. Man, you hate, bro.
But see, that just shows the growth in certain people. We all go through messed up things. Me and you might get into a fight, but tomorrow we're gonna be cool.
We're gonna walk through this.
If I see you win an award, I'm not gonna be like,
man, fuck that shit.
Fuck that motherfucker. So it showed growth on both sides. I feel like.
Nah, that was love, man. It was good to see that too from Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? And Chris in that situation. Cause when Joe was performing, I ain't gonna say no name, but there was some people in the crowd that was not feeling that. They wouldn't even stand up. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
For real?
Man, it was a certain hip hop artist we've mentioned throughout this episode.
What's his name?
Nope. Nope. They ain't finna do it. You got to go look at the footage. But my man was sitting down. I'm talking about them folks is in there. Right. Everybody standing up, shaking that joint. Yeah, we in this bitch with the terror. I'll make it rain. They got the guns, they shoot money everywhere. Remember, it was a strip club in that little ass place. My man was like that. I said, damn. Huh?
No, they cool now. Damn.
Who?
Nothing.
Who'd you say?
Nobody.
Nah, you said somebody's name, bro. Who was it? Did you say who? You didn't say my guy. I know you didn't say my guy. Who'd you say?
Like so aggressive.
Cause man, I need to know who you was talking about.
I was talking about Ja Rule, but then I had a brain fart.
Nah, they locked in. Yeah. Joe look out for dudes, man. Yeah.
Who do you think I said?
I thought you said Ja. But they locked in.
Yeah.
He gave them song when nobody fucked with him. That's how the 50 Cent beat started. You know what I'm saying? Because he was giving them tracks and shit when everybody was like, I'm not touching Ja Rule. Yeah, Joey Crack. Yeah, that New York joint.
Joey be looking out.
But the New York song.
Yeah.
I got 100 around 100 clips. That was Joe's song. He gave it to Ja and then got Jada to get on the song.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so, but yeah, go back and look at that footage, man. It's a stale face in the crowd, boy. He was not feeling none of it.
He hating on Joey.
He wasn't feeling none of that, man. But shout out to him, like I said. But yeah, bro, so like, you know what I'm saying, the whole, Joe looked out for Ja, man, in a real situation, man. That's
looked out for a lot of people.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing that from the outside looking in I respect about Joe, man, because he don't let situations like that waver him one way or the other. He fool who he fool with, and I kind of, you know what I'm saying? That's how I am. Like I gotta find out who you are versus what somebody else's opinion of you is. So exactly. I respect that from Joe, man, and like I said, we said some things about the award show, but at the end of the day, it was an opportunity for some people that don't get in the spotlight to be on that stage and be seen. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to especially
I just want to say this because I gotta say it, but there's a lot of people, and I didn't see it, so I can't speak on Joe's hosting abilities. That's my guy though, so I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. I just feel like I don't know, a lot of people just hate on him just because of who he is.
Yeah, 1,000%. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of us though. And I'm gonna tell you, bro, for anybody that know me, you've been around me a long time. A lot of people come at me and like, you know, man, these folks hating on you, this person hating on you, whatever. Like, I think we got to a point to where it's almost like the whole keep it 100 thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just say something about haters just to say something about haters. The reality is nobody really hating on you. It's that they deflecting things that they don't like about themselves onto you. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't.
Or their lack of.
I got to a point to where I realized, like, I don't have haters. It's flaws in those people that they see in themselves that they project onto me. They don't really hate me because a lot of these people don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's kind of what it is with crack. Like, there's certain things that people just project toward that man, or, you know, because of his heritage, man, you can't say this or say that. He grew up in a neighborhood where it was okay. Like, he grew up that way. You know what I'm saying? He did certain shit growing up that, like, he earned his stripes.
In the 80s.
That's what I'm saying. He earned his stripes. You know what I'm saying? Like, he the only kid that looked like him in the building he lived in. Like, it's different. You know what I mean? So, man, you got to give people their flowers, respect folks for who they are, man. But
stop worrying about the dumb shit.
Yeah, like, I respect Joe, man, and I do agree with you that sometimes it's just like, he just be catching strays just because he's Joe. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Fat Joe, man. And like I said, he's not the ultimate host. But hey, you know what I'm saying? He had a budget and he did his thing and he made it through the show.
One thing I know about Joe, if it's something that he wants to do and keep doing, he gonna keep working. He gonna get to the level he need to be at.
And eventually he gonna be up there. And I mean, it ain't like he did a bad job. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Joey Crack as far as they go, man. And shout out to his relationship with Jai and a lot of other artists in the game. You feel me? So speaking of relationships, bro, like nice little segue. You see how, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm getting used to this thing, man.
You getting your nori on.
Yeah, I'm getting, you know what I mean? I'm getting to the point where y'all better be careful. We probably gonna have the #1 podcast in the world before too long now. Just speaking into existence, you know what I'm saying?
It's coming.
But I've had some people come to, like, people wanna hear our opinion on certain things. You know what I'm saying? Just off of the early episodes of our podcast, people want to hear, you know, our thoughts on certain situations. So what I wanted to present to you and what we can discuss a little bit is how do you feel about 50-50 relationships? Or that's what people call it, you know what I'm saying? People put titles on everything, but I've seen some stuff where people strongly stand on one side or the other with that. You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about that?
That's a good one, man. I don't believe there's such a thing. I think the concept, I understand the concept, but I think in reality, it's damn near impossible because we all have good days, we all have bad days. I don't want to be with somebody that's got the same strengths as me. For what? We all have weaknesses. I want somebody who, if I'm bad with money, I want a girl that's good with money.
Yeah.
So we can balance each other out.
Right.
If I got a temper, I want somebody with a cool head.
Yeah.
And if I'm lazy, I don't need somebody that's gonna get to it.
Hell yeah.
So I might have a 30% day. She need to come on with that 70, and then she might have a 10% day. I need to come on with that 90, and we got each other's back like that.
Yeah.
I think it's not you should never set thing. It's not black and white. There's so much. The whole thing is gray. You know, and it's just depending on that person. You got to find that person that compliments you and that you're willing to put up with their bullshit or lack of and understand whoever they are when you meet them, prepare to be with that person the rest of your life. And if you can't, that ain't the person you need to be with. If that person, you can't make that person grow. You got to let that person has to want to do it on their own.
Right.
Because if you say, oh, you need to do this, and they might do it. But it ain't gonna last because they ain't what they want to do. They just trying to shut you up.
Yeah, that ain't what they want. So
you tell them what you want, and then you watch them.
Yeah.
And it's up to them.
Yeah, it's hard trying to change somebody, and I don't really feel like that's something you should ever try to do. Like, cause I feel like it's a thin line between trying to change a person and try to help a person grow.
Elevate.
And I don't think it's the same thing. Like, if you walk into a situation where somebody's like, I want financial stability, I want a home, I want certain things. Some people don't want to own their own home. Some people would rather rent, like certain situations. But if you telling me I want to rent a house for the rest of my life and my goal is home ownership, it's probably not going to work out. Right. And we know that from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So like, trying to change somebody into something else is different than trying to help somebody grow into what they truly want and what they want to be.
You know what I would do? I'll just let them come with me and pay rent.
Hey,
it's compromising.
Whatever works, right? I just, you know what I'm saying, from a 50-50 standpoint, my stance as far as that go is it's never really 50-50, it's 100-100. If I don't put 100% in and my spouse don't put 100% in, it's never gonna work anyway. So you have to put 100% of yourself into the situation, because like you said, at any given time, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? Financials fall off. So if we at 50-50 and I'm expecting you to do your 50 and I got my 50, and now you no longer have that 50. If I'm at 100 already, we're all right.
Yeah.
We just got to get through this situation, but we're gonna be okay. Just bounce back. But if all we doing is 50, I'm doing 50, you doing 50, and one of us don't have our 50, it's a loss there somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's gonna cause issues, whether that's in the communication department, whether it's financials, whatever it may be. Like, if you're not fully committed to that situation, then, you know what I'm saying, like, there's gonna be some issues there. And it's not just a relationship between, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever.
Friendship.
That's anything. That's business. That's any type of relationship that you find yourself in. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with us, we both have things that we do. You know what I'm saying? When you get into the editing and stuff, and I get into the thumbnails and the creation of that, like, we have to do it and bring everything back together so it all makes sense when we do this podcast. So it's like we both have to do our part, 100% of our part, to make the partnership work. And I feel like it's the same thing with relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like to your point, I'm one of them. Like, I grew up with nothing. You know what I'm saying? So when I want something, I'm finna go get it.
Right.
If I don't have it right now, I'm gonna go get it.
Right.
My wife, your sister, nope, she ain't spending no money.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't spending no money. I love you, but it's the truth. We talk about it all the time.
She might wait 5 years for it to go on discount.
She not spending no money. She gonna look everywhere, find it as cheap as she possibly can. But at the same time, we reap the benefits of that, because we be in Miami for $500-600 for a week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Flight, car, hotels, the whole thing.
She can start a business off of that.
Man, like,
saving money.
we in Airbnbs, got a nice SUV. We got everything we need right there by the beach, and ain't spent $1,000.
Probably would have spent 5 racks.
The way we be down there, we would have spent a bunch of money. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but we understand that. So it's like, it's a balance, because I'm gonna spend whatever I want to spend when I want to spend it, and she's not gonna spend anything, even if she want to spend it. Now, if it's for me or the dogs, she would do that. But if it's for her, she's not spending no money. She's gonna hang on, whatever. But at the same token, because I know she's not gonna do that,
You're gonna do that.
I'm gonna spend some of the money I'm spending. It might be packages delivered to the house that she don't know coming, where I'm just buying stuff for her just because she deserves it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta have that balance. You gotta understand who you're dealing with, and that's the best part of it, man. And when you find somebody that you know what I'm saying, you genuinely love, and that person love you, you know what I'm saying, right back, they reciprocate that love, man, don't let that go, because that shit hard to find out here. And like, and when I say that, again, we're not just talking about relationships in the aspect of, you know what I'm saying, you and your spouse or significant other. We talking about real bonds and relationships in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell people all the time, you know, everybody not gonna like you, believe it or not. It's reality. Everybody not gonna like you. There's a lot of people out here that don't like me. There's a lot of people out here that got negative things to say, speak on my name in a certain way. I really don't give a shit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I always tell people, like, you make your decision. Somebody told you whatever about me, that's fine. You sit down and figure out whether you want to be around or not. I don't care if you want to be here or not. The reality is, though, you can't be flawed how a motherfucker's gonna say you flawed and have 20, 30-year relationships with people. Like what we got.
Right.
Like Cini and these other cats that I've been around. I'm the first person outside of Cino mama that you ever met. You can't have 20, 30, 40-year relationships around people and be flawed like that. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I take pride in and value in, is that the people around me know I'm loyal to a flaw. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna ride all the way with you if I know your character and who you are. Nobody can tell me anything about Showtime. I know you. It really don't matter what y'all talking about. I know what we done did and what we done been through. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like when it comes to relationships on every level, it's just, you got to give 100%. You know what I'm saying? I don't really agree with the whole 50-50 thing, or, you know, do this or do that. You know what I'm saying? If y'all decide to split bills, when people start talking like that, I get it. Like, but we in a time where a lot of us grew up where people, the husband go out and work and the woman stay at home and take care of the house. Man, half these women don't want to be sitting around the house trying to clean up. Some of y'all can't even cook.
And that's the thing. People have these ideals, and they go in. They want, and that's cool. Have your standards and what you like. But if they ain't with it, you might meet a woman. She's perfect, but she want a career. Don't make that girl stay at home because she's not gonna be happy.
Not at all.
She's only gonna be happy doing what she want to do.
And not only that, it's like we in a world now where single house incomes really don't work. Unless you out here getting $250,000 a year, man, ain't really no situation. Or you living below where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Now you can work and make $50,000-$60,000 a year, $80,000 to $100,000 a year, and not really have some of the things you may want. You may just settle and be like, I'm content with what I got. But if you out here really chasing like what everybody call the American dream and having home ownership and vehicles that you want to drive, some of the nicer things, finer things of life,
two's better than one.
You're not gonna get that off of one income. And you know what I'm saying? Like, again, to your point, bro, whether that's because you got women out here that's doing it, going out here working every day, and they man staying at home and not working. However y'all choose to live, that's y'all like. Do whatever you want to do, whatever, you know what I'm saying, y'all feel comfortable with. And you know what I'm saying, within that relationship, whatever y'all happy with, it don't matter what nobody outside of the house think or how they feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Because like some people, you know what I'm saying, I grew up in a house with 4 women, bro. I done heard all of it. That man just laying around not doing nothing. She going to work every day, they're taking care of him. I done heard all of this shit. Like, okay, but if that's what she wants to do, and they're okay with that situation, man, let that lady go to work and let that man lay around the house all day. That's their business. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm gonna do. But if that's what she want to do and that's what they want to do, let them do.
Yeah, I never understood that concept. I see maybe some people use it as a form of control. They want their woman to stay at home, and man, me personally, like you said, whatever works for people, that works. I'm trying to build something, and I ain't trying to build nothing little. Like, I'm trying to build generational wealth. I don't really care about being super wealthy and rich. I just want to be financially free. Where I ain't got no debt. If we're like, you know what, we're stressed out. Bahamas this week.
Let's go.
Whatever. I got people in place to monitor or to manage whatever, and then we going. Yeah, it ain't no second thought about it. It ain't, let's find a deal. No. Book it. Let's go.
Now we're going to get a deal. Call your sister. She going to get you a deal. We're going to make sure you still get that deal, but you going to the Bahamas. Don't worry about that.
So, and that's what I'm looking for for ownership. Like, you know. And so it's a lot easier to obtain these things when you have a partner that's going to build with you. Someone who can bring something to the table. So,
like-minded people.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, when you got like-minded people around, you can grow into damn near anything.
Why have a $100,000 household when you can have a $200,000 household?
It makes sense. It made perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? And then again, if you fall on hard times, you know what I'm saying? If your job or whatever you got going on, whether it's your business or whatever, if sales fall off at your business or your job say, you know what, we got to make some cuts.
She got you.
She's still holding things down right now. You know what I'm saying? You get back on your feet and y'all right back where y'all was before. Or you say, you know what I'm saying, stack your money back up over the next couple months because I was out of work for a couple months and let me take care of everything, and then we right back
to that 50-50 thing. Like shit, you know, the economy collapses, something beyond your control happens, and now boom, you down here to 30%. Boom, she got that 70, and then we'll even it out. You know, the goal is to be even, but
that's why I said you got to be at 100, man. You got to always be on your square and take care of the business because you never know when you have to lean on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like in any situation you shouldn't have nobody around you that ain't gonna support you how you support them. You know what I'm saying? That's in any aspect. Like, if you got a business and I pull up, you detailing cars and I come get my car washed, but I'm selling fish scale hoodies and t-shirts and you ain't never bought one, why am I gonna keep coming to get my car detailed over there? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't supporting what I'm doing. Why am I gonna keep showing up over there? Like, man, sit out there and wash your car in one of these fish scale shirts one day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or put them in your store. You ain't gotta buy one. Put them in the store.
Anything, support the business. So like, if you ain't supporting what I'm doing, I can't keep supporting what you doing. So it's like you shouldn't be involved in nothing with nobody that's not, you know what I'm saying, like-minded and willing to support you, and good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't always gonna be up all the time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have bad days or fall on hard times. So you gotta have folks around you, especially the people that you consider your significant other, gotta be willing to support you and be there and help walk through everything with you. You know what I'm saying?
And
like
if y'all
not
ain't,
behind you, but beside you.
If y'all ain't never had no hard times, don't marry them. You're not ready. Cause it's easy to be a good man and a good woman when everything's good. You're gonna find out what they about when shit hits the fan.
Yes, sir.
When shit hits the fan, that's when you know what they about. Cause if you got money, you doing this and you doing that, and they, oh baby, I love you, daddy, and all this whatever, telling you know, stroking your ego, stroking whatever else. It's cool, but let you lose your job. If she stick around and help you pay them bills and love your broke ass for who you are, that's a keeper.
And if you ain't never been through a storm, you probably ain't been rained on. So
Man.
just make
And they
sure
can't stay for the sunshine.
just make sure that, you know what I'm saying, you ride through it. But you know, at the same time, with that situation, like we say, you know what I'm saying, after the storm, that's where the rainbows come. So you know what I mean? Like you get through it, you get through that situation. I mean, you get through that situation, and then you know what I mean. It's beauty on the other side of it, and I'm a living testimony. You know what I mean? Like we done been through some times, man. Like we done been through some times and lost everything, had nothing. Bro, we lived in, it was 4 of us living in a house out in Sumter, South Carolina.
She ain't budge.
Yeah, it was rough, but
she rocking with us.
She right there. She right there. We didn't have nothing.
In the dark.
You know what I mean? Like lights off, whatever. We did it all. And to this day though, you know what I'm saying? Like for the most part, everybody intact, everything close knit. We still rocking, we still pushing forward. So it's easy for me to see my brother doing something, and you know what I'm saying, when he said he wanted to make t-shirts, we taught him how to make t-shirts. Even though we got our business, I ain't finna hold nothing back. You know what I'm saying? Like the money you make don't stop the money I go get. So just look out for one another, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the relationships, like I said, it's on all platforms. So any type of bond or relationship you consider yourself to be in, give that person everything that you want them to give back to you. Otherwise, it's never gonna work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to a fault, cause I've been guilty and you've been guilty of the same shit.
How you gonna tell me I'm guilty?
Bruh, cause I seen it with my own eyes. Yeah. Like, okay, I'll tell you what my philosophy was then and now. I used to be the person who do for everybody. If you in trouble, I got you. If whatever.
Oh, you talking about that kind of guilty?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was guilty. Yeah. I thought you were talking about like
No,
ain't no footage.
Ain't no footage, right?
Nah.
Ain't no face, ain't no case.
I ain't do no face, no case.
You know, and it's just like, if you're a giver, you don't need to be around takers. Because that's what they're going to do. Takers going to take, givers going to give. And all you're doing is pouring into a bucket with a hole in it. And you're going to keep pouring, and that shit's going to keep leaking. And it ain't never going to be full. So.
And sooner or later, you're going to be empty.
Yup. And then when you're empty, you're going to look around, and it's going to be crickets and tumbleweeds. So what I doing, I don't want the world to damage my core of who I am. So I'm still that guy. But what I do is, in any relationship I'm in, whether it's a friendship, it's a love relationship, it's a business relationship, I'm gonna lead by example, and I'm gonna show you what I want to see out of you, and I'm gonna show you what I feel like the relationship should look like, which is that 100 you was talking about.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna continue to do that. Now, after a year go by, or however long, and I start seeing that it's not being matched, that's okay. Maybe your standards are different than mine. So I'm gonna match your 100. Now don't give it, don't start being offended that I match your energy.
See, I ain't even finna do that. I'm finna go.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, cause see, the thing of it is,
you can't expect people to be like you though.
But the thing of it is, if we saying we supposed to be here, and then you start doing this, I'm not coming here to meet you. I can see that you don't want to be here, because this is what we started out at. And if you don't want to be here with what we started at, and you start slacking off, I'm gonna go and get away from you so you can get back here. Because obviously I'm hindering you.
No, but I don't think there was ever here. I'm here, and then they just operating right here. See, so I'm gonna come on down.
Nah, see, I can't do that.
I'm gonna come on down, and then I put the other people in charge.
Nah.
Like, okay, whatever you want to see, as long as it ain't nothing negative, Now, don't expect me to go out my way, but this is where it's gonna be at.
I can't even live in that world no more, bro. I'm just telling you, that's me. Like, we signed up for a drag race. If we in a quarter mile and we get an eighth of the mile down there and you let off the gas, I'm still on the gas, man. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm in this thing to win. I'm not slowing down till you slow down. I don't know what's going on. You feel me? This is where we at. This is what we doing. You feel me? So we done already got to this start line. We done said what we was gonna do. Everything outlined. We understand what this is really about and what we trying to get to. The quarter mile. Why are you letting off the gas? You don't want to be here. You don't want to be doing what we talked about we was gonna do. So let me go on, get out your way, leave you alone, so you can go back there and run an 8 mile while I'm doing a quarter.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like we already understand it. We ain't on the same page no more. Right. You know what I mean? So it used to be that I'm on. Cause see, if you come here and I come here, now you come here and I come here again. Sooner or later, you really not giving 100.
Right.
Like I'm not even matching your 100 because you're not giving 100. Right. You went to 75, you went to 50, you were 25.
Oh, if it's a lowering trend,
I got to get away from you. Yeah, I gotta go.
But I'm saying not everybody's capabilities or even understanding of what 100 is the same, because you might have grew up in a different environment. Because I always operated from this place.
Right.
I had to go to this place. So some people, they 100 is not where you at. When you show them and you talk to them, and they still here, cool. I'm just not gonna keep.
Yeah,
it's on their intentions.
Yeah, but I'm not saying from a standpoint of like match what I'm doing. I'm not saying that. I'm saying as far as our interaction with one another.
Right.
Like I'm not expecting if I go out here and I grind for 6 months and I put, $40,000, $50,000 up for you to go do the same thing. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is our effort, regardless of the results, you can have the effort. Your effort can be 100, even if the results only yield 15%.
Right.
But if you start changing our interaction, and you start stepping further and further away from what we agreed upon, I'm gonna let you keep on stepping. Like you got your head do what you got.
I need your effort to slowly be increasing.
Right. So the effort at 100 and the yield not being at 100, I can deal with that. Your effort dropping off and your yield still at the same point. I can't vibe with it. Cause I spent a lot of years doing it and taking care of a lot of people.
You was guilty, huh?
Man, guilty as hell. Took care of a lot of folks. I can't get $5 out them people no more. I know y'all done heard me say it before, but I want my $5. Nah. But with that, man, we talked about relationships, you know what I'm saying? And if y'all, man, comment, man, tell us what y'all think, you know what I'm saying? Let us know how y'all feel about the situation. I know we kind of just got deeper into it, but people want to hear what they want to hear, you know what I'm saying? But if it's anything further as far as they go, y'all comment, let us know what y'all think. But this is the part of the show that I love, man. My brother's gonna read this book. And I got my drink here. Shout out to Uncle Near's Whiskey, Shelbyville, Tennessee, man. Much love to y'all for getting me through this book. Cause I every week,
every week it gets lower and lower.
Every episode I gotta take a shot. It's the only time I drink when I hear this book, man. So let's go, man. Let's go and take off, bro.
Man, I feel like it gets more and more intense every time we break it out.
Unfortunately.
All right, so this is chapter 8. Kadada. That's somebody's name, ain't it? Kadada. Actress, huh?
Oh no.
Yeah, Kadada Jones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to what's your name? Tadada?
Yeah, that was Pac's fiance.
Tadada Jones.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
When I hear it, I know it. When I read it, I'm like, huh? Okay. Actress, model, and fashion designer Kadada Jones was Tupac Shakur's fiance and daughter of record producer Quincy Jones. Actress Peggy Lipton. Being around other celebrities was just a part of life. Meeting Kadada was one of those events. As time went on, we became close. We hung out together, went shopping, and so on. It was about the same time I met Kimora. Those were the days, or so I thought. We always had girl talk, and the fact that she was dating someone I had previously been with wasn't a source of contention. We did get a little jealous of each other, but it was just girl talk stuff. No, I did not become intimate with Kadada. Komora was too jealous for that. Yes, Kadada knew about Komora, Sean, and I, and all being together sexually. Of course she did. We shared that kind of thing. We were open and honest with each other about almost everything. A true friendship, except I couldn't be open and honest about everything. Not anymore. Sean made sure of that. Kadada and Pac were the greatest couple. He was always so cool and yet sexy. She was so beautiful and fun. Before all the tension and beef, we used to all hang out together. It was always dope vibes. But with Pac shooting and suspicions surrounding Sean and Jimmy, the vibes between Kadada and I weren't always perfect. Then came that night. Award shows weren't anything new for us at this point. We were all dialed up as the men were groomed. We didn't choose what we wore. A stylist prepared our color palettes. Makeup artists did our makeup, and hairstylists did our hair. This was just the way of things. We shared the best stylists in the business. Sometimes we would all go into the studio for an event and got our measurements taken, but this time Kadada seemed different. I felt something was wrong, but when I probed her, she wouldn't say anything. Then the day of the event was here. We would all see each other inside. Even though Sean was my man, as far as props, I had nothing on Kadada. Being Quincy Jones's daughter had perks, and superstardom was among them. Pac wasn't there. When she saw us, she came over to our table. We sat around kicking it in a very dope vibe. Sean knew he was going to clean up this award show. He had all but taken over East Coast musically. With all the hits, there was no way he wouldn't. Bad Boy is Hall of Fame stuff now, and Sean P. Diddy Combs knew it. Sean smiled at Kadada and as she sat at her table, but something about that smile didn't seem authentic. Soon I would know why. He's sick when he has a grudge against someone. As he sat, Sean said, Bad Boy is going to clean the fuck up. From this table with faith, Chris replied, hell yeah. And that new shit we busting out, gonna have these N-words sick. Kadada signaled for the waiter to pour her a glass of ginger ale and sat over at the table. As waiter refreshed her drink and said, Pac's music gonna get some love too, Sean grimaced. Oh, come on, Sean. I know y'all got y'all's differences, but you have to admit, the man makes great music. Then the day of the event was here. We would all see each other inside. Even though Sean was my man as far as props, I had nothing on Kadada. Being Quincy Jones's daughter had perks, and superstardom was among them. Pac wasn't there. When she saw us, she came over to our table. We sat around kicking it in a very dope vibe. Sean knew he was going to clean up this award show. He had all but taken over the East Coast musically, with all the hits, and there was no way he wouldn't. Bad Boy is Hall of Fame stuff now, and Sean P. Diddy Combs knew it. Sean smiled at Kadada as she sat at her table, but something about that smile did not seem authentic. Soon I would know why. He's sick when he holds a grudge against someone. And as she sat, Sean said, Bad Boy is going to clean the fuck up. From this table with faith, Chris replied, hell yeah, and that new shit we busting out gonna have these N-words sick. Kadada signaled for the waiter to pour her a glass of ginger ale that sat over at her table. As the waiter refreshed her drink, she said, Pac's music gonna get some love too. Sean grimaced. Oh, come on, Sean. I know y'all got y'all's differences, but you have to admit, the man does make great music. Sean looked at me at the corner of his eye and took another sip of his favorite cognac and replied, Bad Boy got all the hottest music on the fucking planet, but I ain't tripping. Everybody gotta get their shine, right? Kadada sighed. Sean, Tupac thinks you were involved with him getting shot. You two were so close. You need to make this right. Sean responded indignantly. Why the fuck would that N-word think I had anything to do with it? Kadada retorted. Sean, can you blame him? Sean was obviously not happy with the question by his reply. Hell yeah, I blame him. We had a good thing going, all of us. That N-word turned on me. And he has the fucking balls to blame me for his shooting. The indignity he managed to spew out while lying through his teeth was something I did not expect. I was thrown back for a moment before interjecting. Do we have to do this right here tonight? Bruh, go in there. I'll come out when I come out. Shut the door. Do we have to do this tonight? It's Sean's big night. Kimura heard the ruckus and made her way over to the table. She sat down and said, hey everybody, with that big dimpled smile. I smiled and replied, hey. Kadada also seemed happy to see her, and she said, hey, what's up, Kimmy? Kimura is never the type to hold her tongue and went straight at it. The whole place is buzzing about the fact that you're sitting here accusing Sean of having Pac shot. Y'all kinda loud. She laughed. Kadada seemed embarrassed as she looked around to see everybody staring and whispering, but she wasn't about to back off. In fact, she doubled down. Anyone here not talking about it? Ain't real anyway. We all know Sean was behind it. Kimura forced a smile. Honey, we don't have to do this here. Kadada made clear she was not about to be silenced and continued. Oh, let's not hurt the feelings of Sean Puffy Combs. Hey, Kadada was a real one. She was going hard for Pac.
Yeah, she liked it.
He only had one of the most prolific rappers in the game shot. Sean clenched into his fist. If this was anyone else, this would have turned ugly, but this was Quincy Jones's daughter. Sean was a monster in the streets and well feared by men that knew, but did not want any smoke what Quincy Jones could bring. Kadada could continue with impunity. Sean could not touch her. Christopher and Mary, both wanting to defend the super producer that made them famous, both started to stand and make their way over to the table, but Sean signaled them off with a firm motion of his hand. They remained in their seats and watched helplessly. Kadada seemed to be on a full rampage. You're not safe in the street, Sean. You think you're untouchable. Kimura seemed almost red in the face when she grabbed Kadada by the hand, saying, I gotta go to the restroom. Kadada, not willing to stop, snatched her hand away, yelling, let go of me. Kimura needed to get a grip and said sternly as a parent speaking to a child mid-tantrum, Kadada turned and yelled, what? Kimura nodded toward the crowded room and Kadada looked around. Here she deflated slightly. Kimura, now in control, spoke firm but softly. Let's go powder our nose. Kadada nodded with the grimace and gave a sharp look back at Sean as she walked away. As the tension slowly melted away, I asked Sean, you okay? Sean didn't reply at first. He looked around and saw no one was really paying attention now that the ruckus had died down, and stood to get a picture of ginger ale from Kadada's table. He poured himself a drink from it and looked around and saw no one was paying attention and put the pitcher under the table. What was he doing? Oh God. Then I heard a distinct sound of liquid being poured into liquid. Oh God, is he peeing in the pitcher? He smiled at me and brought the pitcher back from under the table and replied to me, I'm good.
Take that.
Then he stood and returned the pitcher to the table. I was in awe. I knew he had a bad temper, but this was disgusting. I will never eat or drink something after we get into an argument ever again. Kadada and Kimura made their way back to Kadada's table to sit, and Sean watched on quietly. Sean made small talk. Which songs do you think they'll give me awards for? As Kadada poured her drink, Sean's bodyguard made his way over to the table. I think he stopped her from drinking, as everyone else just sat and watched. Jean risked incurring Sean's wrath if I'm right. Relieved, I replied, babe, your catalog is crazy. It could be a lot of songs. Sean glared at Kadada's table the entire night. Uncle Gene at the rescue again.
Deal, man. That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gene, man.
Man, good looking Gene, cause
nasty bastard.
Salty ass ginger ale.
Nasty motherfucker, man.
Man. Woo. Chapter 9, going back to Cali. You wanna read one of these?
No. Man, I'm about to go to church, get baptized again, and read this shit.
Man, we had a wild night. It was after one of Sean's infamous parties. Everyone was there, and we have not had any threesomes, but we also swapped partners. Our sex life was crazy, and I got to do things with Sean that I would never have been able to do with a straight man. Sean cared about me, but it was becoming more and more obvious that he preferred men. I was beginning to think that there were more to cover. I was there more to cover his wild desires, and because he really wanted more than he wanted to be with me. He was like Caesar, every woman's man and every man's woman. Did I read that right?
I don't know, bro.
He was like Caesar, every woman's man and every man's woman. But truthfully, at that stage, I was becoming okay with it. I woke up and left the bedroom where I was with Jada Pinkett, oh God, and Sean happened to be coming out of the bedroom with XXX and Will Smith. Yes, XXX attended the parties from time to time. I could see him with Will. I wonder if they're talking about Dwayne Martin. No?
I don't know, bro. This is crazy.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get back to Will. Sean happened to be coming out of the bedroom with this person. They got him X'd out. Yeah. So I'm just gonna say X. Coming out the bedroom with X and Will Smith. Yes, X attended the parties from time to time. I could see him with Will kind of snuggled up on the bed together. I was grateful I wasn't asked to join in the room. I didn't really like X. Sean smiled when he saw me. Good morning. Here at the orgies, he wasn't very affectionate. He didn't have to pretend because he couldn't walk straight. I knew how his ass felt, literally. We've had sessions playing with each other's anal cavities. Oh my God. I wanted to be home before Quincy woke up. So I told him, I'm getting ready to go. He responded, let's have a cup of coffee first. That meant he wanted to talk. I didn't really know what it was about, but in situations like this, I didn't really have a choice. He was becoming more and more violent, and if he didn't get what he wanted, when he didn't get what he wanted, I really didn't want to fight. So I sat down before we started talking. X came out of the room. Sean was wearing boxers, and X was in his birthday suit. X addressed us, morning. When he turned around in order to close the door, oh God, there was dried cum stain on his back. X walked over and pulled the chair out to sit down next to us, lit up a blunt, and Sean stretched, smiled, and said, the East Coast, West Coast beef is more lucrative than I thought, but it's getting dangerous. X responded, surprised. Business first thing in the morning. Damn, cuz. Hold on, he said damn, cuz. There's only one person from back then I know said cuz all the time.
It ain't him.
It ain't him.
Nah, it can't be.
Damn, cuz you own it. But you know you don't got nothing to worry about. You got a pass, daddy. X smiled coyly. Sean apparently had something to talk about with X as well, because he said, I can't protect everybody, especially if someone is no longer going to be on my label. That was apparent. X was taken aback by this turn of events, by his reply. Sean, you are saying what I think you're saying? Sean continued, it's taxing on my resources to protect people. Someone that isn't 100% on my team can't get 100% of my protection. What the hell is going on here? What does Sean want from me? This morning is turning out to be way more than I expected, and I have to go. Quincy will be looking for me. Meanwhile, X apparently wanted clarity. So to be clear, if something happened, X made a quotation marks with his fingers to one of your artists that was leaving a label anyway, it would be considered he makes another set of quotations out of your control. Is that what you're saying? Wait a minute. Can they be talking about Biggie? Is Sean saying he won't protect Biggie? At this point, I was too young, too naive, too hungover to understand that this was a lack of protection. That this wasn't a lack of protection. This was a hit. Where did this come from this morning? But an older, wiser me understands now what I did not comprehend all those years ago. Sean was going to the real person that he had X there. The world was about to lose Biggie. X laughed. You a cold motherfucker, Sean said. Why the fuck should I protect someone who isn't gonna stick around? I made him. That N-word should be worshiping the ground I fucking walk on. I was thinking Sean's ego is rearing his ugly head, and I wanted to get out of there, but instincts told me I need to tread carefully. So my next move would have to be calculated. I don't really want any part of this, not even implicitly. I don't know. But I was just dragged right into the middle of it. If what was happening here comes out, will I be held as an accomplice? But even those thoughts crossed my mind, I couldn't pretend this was okay, so I said, but Sean, he hasn't left yet. They're just rumors. Are you going to let him die because of some rumors? Sean glared at me. Anger in his voice obviously stemmed from hurt as he said, I know when I'm being betrayed. I am not killing anyone, but I'm not protecting somebody who doesn't have my back 150%. Fuck that. I was railing out of control. This was railing out of control. My mind began to race. Is there a way to get through to him? Maybe I could use the fiance route or the finance route. Sean, he's bringing in so much money. You put so much money into cultivating him. Are you going to throw away all that money? That's when he revealed how thought out this meeting really was. If he leaves, he takes all the money I invested into creating him, Sean sighs. But if he can't protect himself, if something terrible does happen, then the money I will make off his death would blow away all the money we made so far. I was perplexed. Sean, he continued, he's worth more to me dead than alive. Sean Combs is a calculated monster. X chimes in. I get that, fam. A lot of people out there want Biggie dead too. Without your protection, he doesn't stand a chance in Cali. Biggie is going to die. This is crazy. I dare not to say anything else about it. Sean smiles and stands over to a safe behind the picture and pulls out a bag marked with X's name on it. He turned to X and says, "That's why you're worth your weight in gold. You understand me? Here's a little something to take care of your people." X smiles. "Sean, I love you, baby. You know I got your back. Your problems are my problems. I'll make sure to have my people take care of your people. I need to get out of here. This is crazy. I attempted to leave again. Sean, I wanted to get Quincy before he wakes up." Sean looked at me, responding, "It's getting late. Give him a kiss for me. I'm going to get out of here. Thank God." X always with something to say. "I love to meet that little tyke sometimes. Not a chance in hell. Something about this guy creeps me out." Forced to smile. "That would be great." I made my exit. Damn, he just put a hit out on Biggie.
Just like that. Just like that. Fresh out the room with these men.
Wow. She don't hold her tongue, and she just putting in extra details that didn't need to. Like, you have to put that detail in there.
About that stain on that man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible, man. What are these people doing, man? Like, it's.
I want to know who X is.
Oh man, this book is crazy, bro. Yeah, this book is crazy.
Like, if you think about this in real time back then, well, we were young though, but you would have never thought all this was going on.
Nah, and then too, I mean, from all the things that's being said, apparently it's somebody off the West Coast.
That's the way I feel.
Yes,
they put that word cousin there for a reason.
And not only that, they said that it's a lot of people out there that
they want to kill him.
They want him dead.
So he got that knowledge.
He don't stand a chance out there on the West Coast without their protection. So, yeah, that's crazy, man. So, to have somebody around you like that and not knowing that they plotting to kill you all at the same time.
And see, so I just seen a Gene Deal interview on Art of Dialogue. He was talking about, and I've heard it through several channels of several different people that Biggie was leaving. And he was trying to get his marketing, he was trying to get his publishing, but Sean wasn't going.
So yeah, Big had at that time Big had a deal already in place
for Life After Death
for like $67 million. And not only was that for Big was supposed to be taking Kim, C's, like the whole Junior Mafia. I can't remember if Craig Mack was supposed to be going. It was several artists that was over at Bad Boy that was supposed to go with Big. The only caveat that Big had was that, so the Junior Mafia album, he wrote them to that whole album. And he was just like, these cats ain't really working hard and doing what they need to do to be artists. He's like, I'm not gonna keep writing for them and doing all that. Like, Kim would do her part. Like, from my understanding, the rest of the team wasn't really doing a whole lot. So, he's like, if they come over here, they gonna have to work. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's crazy, man. Like, again, for me, go get your money, man. Like, if it ain't working out, man, Godspeed, go do what you got to do, man. It ain't worth killing nobody, bro.
Yeah, but that's the thing. When you take care of people, they're not gonna want to go nowhere.
If you do them right.
Right. Yeah. So that there's plenty of money for everybody.
Yeah, Gene also said that he was seeing Biggie contract and was taking shots at Big, joking and shit. Like, you broke. Like, how you gonna do anything? You broke. Because he knew that what the contract stated and what money Big owed on certain stuff. He's like, man, you still owe this guy $30,000, and they was in the process at the time. Big was building a house for his mom's, and they would call. His mom was calling, like, these people talking about they gonna stop building a house because you owe them money. And she's like, I told you was broke. So it's just a bad situation to be one of the biggest artists in the world, and not be paid like it. You know what I mean?
He ain't alone.
Now, it's a bunch of cats out there that live that same situation. Just fortunately, they was able to get out of it without having to be shot and killed. And then, shout out to, and I'm never gonna try to take credit for nothing that, I'm saying that without paying, proper respects to folks. But like, shout out to OG Percy, man, because he made a good point. Like, when it's a shooting, just a random shooting or just gang violence, people get shot. A lot of people end up getting shot. Sometimes
Everybody.
people die that didn't have nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You look at Young and Ace situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're familiar with that, but Young and Ace, when their car got shot up, everybody dead but him. He was the only one that made it. He barely made it through that situation. Fulio situation, it's other people in the car like getting shot. How Pac and Big get shot with other people in the car and nobody else get hit?
That was a hit.
That's a hit. That's not a random act of violence. That's not just a gang shooting, a drive-by, whatever picture they try to paint. Man, that's a hit. When you shoot into a vehicle with multiple people and only one person gets hit or one person is fatally wounded, that's not a drive-by. That's a hit. And then both of them men were targeted.
Yeah, Percy speaking facts on that one. But yeah, that's facts, man. Make a lot of sense, especially in retrospect.
Yeah, hearing some of the you know what I'm saying, the different chapters of the book and what's going on, man, it's just crazy to see. Like you said, man, it's almost one of those idols become rivals type things. You know what I'm saying? Like you sit back and look at the situation. A lot of people looked at these people in a certain light and had a certain type of respect for them. And now it's like all starting to fall apart. You know what I'm saying? So, but to get off of that and end on a positive note before we get out of here, man. Diddy locked up right now for this situation, but I just want to say shout out to Big Meech, man. Meech home. Meech got released from federal penitentiary after serving an 18-year sentence. My understanding is that he'll either be going to a halfway house or serving out the next year plus in on house arrest. So either way, he out of the federal penitentiary, man. So any level of freedom is freedom, right?
Yes.
So shout out to Meech, man, the whole fam. You know what I'm saying? I know Meech happy to have his son, his pops home.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to that whole family. Shout out to Meech, man. Hopefully the whole Detroit rejoicing right now, man, to have one of their, you know what I'm saying, one of their heroes home. And we just wanted to say, you know what I'm saying, salute to Meech, man. Congratulations on being released, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you're around family, eating good, you know what I'm saying, like enjoying your time home, man. And hopefully it's a prosperous situation going forward and you can stay free.
Yes, the next chapter in their legacy. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yes, sir, no doubt, man. So with that being said, man, we appreciate you guys for tuning in to this episode of The Fly Show. Man, it's been another one, right? So we got the book in there. We talked a little bit about relationships, BET Hip Hop Awards, man. But if you guys have anything that y'all want to hear us talk about, reach out. Any comments, anything like that, let us know, man. But make sure you like, share, subscribe, man. Hit that notification bell, man. And we're going to keep bringing it to y'all, man. So, all right, man. With that being said, we're going to get out of here, man. It's your boy Giovanni McFly.
Your boy Showtime. And this is The Fly Show. He's still laughing.